This was the first time this American mother met her own 6-year-old daughter. Yet when the little girl spontaneously called out "Mama," it brought tears to the woman's eyes instantly. Who would have imagined that this 6-year-old child had been abandoned by her birth parents at a police station when she was just 4 months old? Even more surprising was that this encounter across the Pacific Ocean would completely rewrite the destinies of 3 Chinese children. This story contains the pain of abandonment, the warmth of international adoption, and the miracle of 3 special children finding new life through love. How did they find the warmth of home in a foreign land? Today, let's tell this heartwarming story of family bonds that crossed mountains and seas. This adorable, sweet girl is named Donna, originally from Juzhou City in Hunan Province, China. Unfortunately, because she was born with Down syndrome, little Donna was abandoned by her birth parents at a police station when she was just 4 months old. Fortunately, an orphanage in Juzhou took her in, although the orphanage staff cared for her and helped her grow up healthy. There were too many children, and the staff had limited energy. Donna's upbringing always lacked that special, dedicated tenderness. But no one could have predicted that this missing tenderness would come rushing from the other side of the world. 6 years later, this young couple from Texas had wanted to adopt a Chinese orphan for years. However, when the wife unexpectedly became pregnant and they had to care for several children while juggling work, the plan was put on hold. Once their 5 children had grown up, the couple rekindled their desire to adopt a child. And in 2015, this dream finally came true. Among all the photos and videos the orphanage sent them, the couple immediately noticed little Donna, who had Down syndrome. When they learned that children like Donna would likely spend their entire lives in the orphanage if no one adopted them, kind-hearted couple made their decision right away. They would adopt this poor child. Their decision quickly gained support from their children at home. The couple knew what adopting such a child meant. Not only would they bear higher medical and educational costs, but they would also need to invest several times more patience than with typical children. When they submitted their adoption application to the orphanage, the staff were puzzled. Most families who came to adopt preferred healthy children. When the orphanage workers asked the Brandt couple if they were truly prepared to become Donna's parents, both nodded firmly.
And I say, I'm not scared at all. I have so much joy in my heart for these children. There's no room for fear.
In the Brandt's view, every child is a little angel sent to earth. Healthy children would be adopted by other kind people. But these children with physical challenges might spend their whole lives in orphanages if they didn't meet suitable adoptive parents. So they preferred to pour their love into these easily overlooked little angels. After more than a year of preparation, the Brandt couple finally completed Donna's adoption paperwork. They even gave their daughter the English name Lucy. The couple then booked plane tickets and flew to China with a suitcase full of gifts for their daughter. Even though this was her first time meeting this blonde, blue-eyed foreign mother, Lucy felt no fear at all. The gentleness and kindness radiating from this woman naturally made her lower her guard. She curiously observed this stranger, and with constant encouragement finally whispered "Mama." That single word "Mama" instantly broke through Mrs. Brandt's emotional defenses. Tears streaming down her face, she pulled Lucy tightly into her arms. One word "Mama" opened the warm chapter of this special family bond that spanned half the globe. Just as the couple was preparing to take their daughter back to America, they discovered that Lucy had a very close friend at the orphanage, a 6-year-old boy with visual impairment. The two were practically inseparable. Seeing these 2 children who depended on each other, the couple made a bold decision. They would also adopt this blind little boy. With their experience from adopting Lucy, they smoothly completed the boy's adoption procedures and named him Henry. Even though they knew nothing about this boy except his name and age, they believed that since fate brought them together, this boy was another child heaven had given them. Both Lucy and Henry were already 6 years old, but having lived in the orphanage their whole lives, they had little exposure to the outside world. To ensure the children had no regrets, the couple didn't rush back to America. Instead, they took both children to visit many places throughout China. During that month of constant companionship, the family's bond grew deeper, and they truly became inseparable family members. Lucy, who had once been introverted and shy, became cheerful and outgoing, always eager to show off her mom and dad to others. After staying in China for over a month, the couple finally brought both children back to America, leaving behind the monotonous, oppressive days at the orphanage. Lucy and Henry's world finally gained color in their new American home. To help Lucy and Henry integrate into the family as quickly as possible, no matter how busy mom and dad were, they made time every week to spend with the children. To help their 3 older children be patient with their special younger siblings, the Brandt couple carefully explained explained that Lucy has Down syndrome and Henry has poor vision, meaning they do everything a bit slower than others. So whatever they do, everyone needs extra patience. And when the younger siblings complete something independently, everyone should generously offer praise. They ran together on the grass, played together on the beach, experienced flight simulators at the Space Center, and attended baseball games together. With mom, dad, and their older siblings' companionship, Lucy and Henry experienced many new and exciting things they had never encountered before. 7 months flew by, and Lucy and Henry had completely adapted to their new home life. In every shot, they radiated happy, joyful smiles. Since children with Down syndrome often have intellectual developmental delays, Lucy had never received systematic education during her 6 years at the orphanage. Mrs. Brandt knew that education is the foundation for helping children integrate into society, so she spent time every day teaching Lucy English. After countless days and nights of effort, Lucy not only mastered all 26 English letters, but could also have simple conversations with her mom.
Lucy, what is your favorite color?
Pink.
Pink! What about your favorite movie?
Peppa
Peppa Pig? Yeah? Who do you like on Peppa Pig?
Pig. Me.
Only after truly becoming parents do you deeply understand the hard work of raising children. For a child like Lucy with Down syndrome to grow up so confident and cheerful, the patience and energy invested behind the scenes is unimaginable. What Lucy looked forward to most each day was picking up her older siblings from school. Mom and dad enrolled Henry in a local special needs school, and now Henry has learned to read using Braille. Of course, challenges never disappeared. Henry's vision problems remained a constant concern for the couple. They took Henry to Top Eye hospitals across America for comprehensive detailed examinations. Unfortunately, Henry's corneal opacity was caused by genetic mutation, and current medical technology cannot cure it. But the Brandt couple never gave up hope of finding treatment. For Henry, Lucy and Henry had been in America for almost a year. During this year, they created many warm and precious memories in this foreign land. Lucy officially started school and began her academic journey. Although her learning abilities weren't as strong as other children's, Lucy's face never showed fear or insecurity. On their 1-year anniversary, Mom and Dad carefully prepared many gifts for Henry and Lucy, even dressing them in traditional Chinese clothing. The whole family sat together, accompanying Lucy and Henry through this incredibly meaningful day. However, their connection to China hadn't ended there. 2 years later, while browsing videos, the Brandt couple were drawn to a particular scene. The video showed a 3-year-old Chinese girl, and they paid special attention because this little girl, like Lucy, also had Down syndrome. Even more coincidentally, the video was posted by the same orphanage where they had adopted Lucy and Henry 3 years earlier. The Brandt couple believed this was fate's arrangement, so they decided to adopt this child too. 6 months later, their adoption application was approved. In March 2018, the family once again crossed the ocean to China, adopting this 3-year-old girl with Down syndrome and naming her Eloise. Just like before, the moment they saw Eloise's mom was moved to tears again. Lucy quickly rushed over to try to make her little sister happy, then pulled her into a tight hug, as if saying, "From now on, you have family and someone to rely on." After completing the adoption procedures, Mom and Dad specially took Lucy to the police station where she was originally found. They left a message on the missing person notice the police had posted years ago, wanting to tell Lucy's birth parents, "Your baby has been adopted by a very kind couple. They love her deeply. She's living a very happy life now. Will grow up happily in this joyful big family." Indeed, just as the message stated, in their new American home, 3 Chinese orphans who once had unfortunate backgrounds welcomed happy, beautiful lives. After watching Lucy, Henry, and Eloise's story, were you also touched by this love that crossed mountains and seas? The Brandt couple showed us through their actions that every life deserves to be treated with tenderness. Regardless of health status or origin, love and acceptance will always be the light that illuminates life. Perhaps we can't cross oceans to adopt children like the Brandt couple, but we can show extra patience to the special groups around us. We can wait 1 more second for the elderly person struggling down the street, and lend a hand 1 more time to someone with disabilities who needs help, or say you're doing great to someone around us who's working hard to keep up. If you were touched by this warmth, please leave your blessings for Lucy's family in the comments, or share your own small stories about love and acceptance around you. If you think this kindness deserves to be seen by more people, don't forget to like this post so more people know that every life deserves to be cherished. Please also follow us. We'll continue sharing more heartwarming stories that heal the soul, ensuring no corner of light goes unappreciated. Because lone hero's game, but a journey undertaken by thousands of people together.